Please join the Holy Explorer as we address the question, has the true face of Jesus been preserved with the Shroud of Turin? The linen burial cloth that Jesus was wrapped in following his crucifixion? Since it first appeared in 14th century in France, the shroud has been the subject of intense debate. The shroud, made from a 14-foot linen cloth, faintly shows the image of a man's face and body emblazoned in the fabric. Please like, share and subscribe to help the Holy Explorer channel grow. Carbon dating in 1988 initially revealed that the shroud was created between 1260 and 1390, with 95% confidence, making the shroud a medieval forgery. However, new X-ray technology has been released suggesting that the shroud is a genuine relic dating to the time of Jesus. If true, it could be the case that the shroud shows the face of Jesus. In 1354, the shroud first shows up when it was gifted to a church in Léré, France, by Knight Geoffroy de Charny, who insisted it was the real burial shroud of Jesus, but there is little record to show how de Charny acquired the shroud. The relic was met with skepticism. In 1390, the Bishop of Troyes told Pope Clement VII that he believed the shroud was a forgery. The latest study from the Institute of Crystallography in Italy flips the prevailing scientific wisdom on its head, once again dating the Shroud of Turin to biblical times. Using wide-angle X-ray scattering, the team examined the linen's flax cellulose on a molecular level. They found cellular deterioration in the linen consistent with fabrics dating back 2,000 years. The Shroud of Turin was deemed compatible with another linen reliably dated to 55 to 74 AD from Masada, Israel. Many AI depictions of Christ have emerged based on the shroud, if you believe it to be Christ under the cloth. However, many scholars say the AI image is still lacking in accuracy and not reliable. Skeptics beg the questions of whether the AI image of Jesus was biased by thousands of previous portrayals of Jesus. And how do we know the man under this particular shroud was Jesus? Let's compare some of the most famous artistic renditions in history for the face of Jesus Christ. 537 AD, the Christ Pantocrator, currently in Istanbul, Turkey, at the Hagia Sophia Holy Wisdom Cathedral, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. It housed antiquities, and the interior was decorated in intricately carved marble and beautiful mosaics, including Christ Pantocrator, translated as Almighty or All-Powerful and Ruler of All. In 1495-1498, Leonardo da Vinci gave us the most important mural painting in the history of the world. The Last Supper currently resides in the Dominican monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie, Milan, Italy. In 1499 to 1510, Leonardo da Vinci also painted the Salvator Mundi, currently in Louvre, Abu Dhabi. In 2017, it was sold by Christie's in New York for $450 million, the most expensive painting ever sold at a public auction. In 1632, Diego Velázquez painted Christ Crucified, which currently resides in the Museo del Prado, Madrid, Spain. Velázquez didn't focus on the agony of the cross, but instead paints Jesus unadorned. The only thing giving away his divine identity is the halo around his head. In the 1640s, Head of Christ was presented by Rembrandt and is currently located in Gemäldegalerie Gallery, Berlin, Germany. During a time when many artists were afraid that painting Jesus Christ in a way that was too human would make it difficult to receive church commissions, Rembrandt's focus on Jesus' humanity leaves us viewing Jesus full of both humanity and mystery. In 1871, the Ecce Homo was painted by Antonio Ciceri, currently in Florence, Italy. In Ecce Homo, meaning, behold the man, Pilate speaks to the crowds, finding no fault in Jesus. In 1877, Sermon on the Mount was created by Karl Heinrich Bloch and is located in the Museum of National History at Frederiksborg Castle. His artwork has been used in Sunday school classes and children's Bibles for decades. It seems that most renditions show Jesus with facial hair and long wavy dark hair. As a Middle Eastern Jew, Jesus most likely had dark hair, olive brown skin, and brown eyes. Modern technology can give us validation that the presence of Jesus in accordance to the Bible is factual. But we do not need an identical picture of Jesus in order to believe in his message. Sometimes our own vision of how we see Jesus in our mind is enough. Thank you for watching The Holy Explorer. May the Holy Spirit guide you.